Hi everyone, welcome to Rachel Pichler Yoga. My name is Rachel. Today is Flexible Friday and we're going to get into our hips and our hamstrings. So if that sounds good to you, find a little bit of space to move. Let's get started, and just remember to give this video a thumbs up if you like it and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. So we're going to begin today by laying down onto our backs. And you can actually bring the soles of the feet together and the knees can come out wide, just making a diamond shape with the legs. And the closer you have the heels towards the hips, the more you should feel that in the hips. So just find what works and feels best for you. I want you to be able to relax a little bit here. So just taking your arms and maybe placing them beside you, or you can even place them above your head. And just taking this time to, settle into your mat. Take a few big breaths. And just start to enjoy this me time that you're getting today for these next few minutes anyway. And breathing softness into the hips, really into the entire body. And just letting your eyes be closed. And if you have your arms above your head right now, you can start to bring them back along your sides. And we're just going to bring the knees together. So as you bring the knees together, you can do a little rock from side to side if that feels good. Just a little windshield wiper movement with the legs. And then we're going to bring the right knee into the chest. So you're going to hug that right knee in. You can extend the left leg out long if you would like, or just keep that leg bent. But we're really hugging that right knee in. I want you to relax your feet, even your shoulders. And then you can stay here. If you want a little bit extra, you could wrap the forearms around the shin, just hug that knee in a little bit tighter. Awesome, you guys. Feel free to stay here. Or if you want to come into half a happy baby, you're just going to let the knee kind of come out to the side of you a little bit and reach for the foot. So you can grab onto the outside of your foot, maybe try and stack the ankle over top of the knee, and then just gently pull that knee towards the floor beside you, getting all into that right hip. Nice, you guys. Starting to let go of the foot if you do have it. We're just going to bring the knee back in towards the middle or into the chest. And you're just going to bring the grip or your hands to the back of the thigh or the quad and start to straighten the leg. So bringing the foot up towards the ceiling. So you might be hanging onto the back of the quad. You can flex your foot if you want a little bit more here, or you can even start to slide your hands up to your calf, but getting into the hamstring. So if you also maybe have a towel or strap, you could place it on the foot. But if you don't have any props to use, all you have are the arms and your legs. So you're just going to hang on to somewhere on the back of that leg. Just bringing length as much as you can, as much as you need to feel the stretch. And just finding the breath. Awesome, you guys. So start to bend that leg. You can bend that right leg all the way. We're going to bring the right foot to the mat. So bend the left foot to the mat. I can't really talk today, you guys. And cross the right foot over top of that left leg. So you can keep the left foot down, or maybe you want to hang on to the back of that left quad and lift the left foot into the air. So just hugging the legs in towards the chest. Any knee pain at all through that right side, just flex the foot. Same goes for the left. And just relax the upper body down. Feeling this all through that right side again. Nice work, you guys. Start to release those legs back down onto the mat. So drop the feet. You can do a little windshield wiper movement with the legs if you'd like. And we're going to start to pull that left knee into the chest. An option to extend the right leg out this time. Just starting off by hugging the knee in. And then if you wanted to take it further, if you did wrap the forearms around the shin on the other side, you can give it a try on this side. And then slowly, if you're going to come into that half a happy baby, you can let the knee follow to the side a little bit, maybe reaching for the foot. And as best you can, try and stack the ankle over top of the knee. You're just going to feel that a lot more through the hip. And if you've got your foot right now, you can start to let go of it. Just bring the knee back to the middle of the chest, and then you can straighten the leg, bring the foot towards the ceiling, hanging on to maybe the back of the quad or the calf. Maybe try to avoid being right on top of the knee if you can avoid grabbing onto the back of the knee. And then wherever you're able to grab on, if you want a little extra, just flex the foot on your own. You don't have to actually have to grab the foot. You can flex it all by itself. Feeling this all through the back of that leg. Awesome work, you guys. When you're ready to start to bend that left leg, you can go for it. Crossing that foot over top of the right leg and then hugging the knees into the chest. Option to flex the feet here. But keep that lower body, the upper body relaxed on the mat. And the lower body, I guess. Awesome work, you guys. Lower that right leg down if it's lifted. Uncross the legs. Do a little rock from side to side. Loosen up those hips a little bit. Give the low back a nice massage. And then we're going to come all the way up onto our hands and knees. So either roll to the side or rock forwards. However you want to come up. Finding your hands and your knees. And then we're going to bring that right foot forwards. So scooch that right foot forward, and then I want you to send the hips back so that you can find a half split, getting into the hamstring again. So try not to sit the hips back all the way onto the heel. Keep them still nice and high, kind of above that knee, and then the front leg is straight from there. So you can pull the toes back towards your forehead if you want a little more, or you can relax the foot, half splits, and add a forward fold to this as much as you need. As much as feels good today. Awesome, you guys. With an inhale, just bending into that front knee. Sink those hips really far forward. Get into that hip flexor. You can rock the weight side to side a little bit, but sink those hips nice and low. Just here for a moment. Awesome work, you guys. So start to slide or step that right leg all the way back. We're going to switch sides so you can bring the left foot forward, slide it forward, finding your half splits, and then you can flex the foot. You can drop the chest, whatever feels best on that hamstring. Nicely done, you guys. With an inhale, you can start to bend into the front knee. Just shift the hips forward, sink them nice and low. Just keeping the hands on the mat today if you'd like, and maybe rocking a little bit side to side if that feels good. If it doesn't, you can stay nice and still. Nicely done, you guys. Okay, so we're going to bring that front foot, that left leg, all the way back. And we're going to slide our knees out nice and wide. And we're going to take child's pose. So if you get a nice hip stretch when your feet are together and you're sitting back towards the heels, you can definitely stay there. If you do child's pose all day, every day, no, I'm just kidding, just often, and you don't get a whole lot in the hips, you can actually slide the feet out a little bit wider, maybe even to the edges of the mat. So if the knees are on the edges of the mat, the feet can also be on the edges of the mat. But we're still sitting those hips all the way back towards the heels, or at least in that direction. You probably won't be sitting on them if your feet are out wide. And just resting the forehead down. Just taking a few breaths here in your child's pose. Relaxing through the shoulders and the upper body. And especially those hips. Awesome work, you guys. Slowly, slowly lift that forehead up. You can slide the knees in all the way in. Bring your feet together as well. Let's sit the hips back to the heels one last time. Dropping the forehead. If you'd like to bring the arms beside your body and turn your palms to face up this time, you can give it a shot. And feel free to stay here. Or slowly start to lift all the way back up. Awesome work today, you guys. Stretching out those hips, stretching out those hamstrings today. Feeling so good now, right? Have a great rest of your day, you guys. Until next time, namaste.